All right, and we are live for part two of the SagaBorn More Than a Gamble Drinking Dungeon. Uh, I hope everyone at home is not having the technical difficulties we are, and cheers uh, to computers in general. um, it's been a while since we played, right? Like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So does anyone want to do an overview of what happened last time, or uh, do you want me to go over some stuff? I normally like to hear from the players.
Can you get us started?
Sure.
'Cause I'm having a little foggy.
So you all were working for Gregor Aluska, who's a local noble, aristocrat with a lot of money, and he was there's an assassination attempt against him, and you guys were in the middle of getting hired for a job with him when that happened. So he just turned around and hired you all to do some investigation, find out who tried to take him out, and then you guys tracked it down to the gambling hall, the Broken Chip. It's a sort of a lower end gambling hall that's had some sort of shady stuff going on with it. There is another contact that you all have, which is a man named Brelmani, who told you he felt that there is more than meets the eye in this tiny gambling hall.
Transformers.
And
I remember he scried.
What's that?
I remember he scried.
I feel like the last thing I remember is casting Scry down in the basement and seeing that they were kind of putting together some Frankenstein's monsterish kind of things.
Yeah.
And they had been doing some bad magic, ravaging. Some ravaging. But you explained that as a requirement to do really powerful things like create new beings and things like that. So it wasn't necessarily somebody's casting more than they could. It was a necessity for them to create these creatures. Is that?
Yeah, and there were. So you guys also did. You snuck. You didn't really sneak in. You sort of talked your way into the gambling hall at first. You saw the layout of the place. You also saw that there is a mercenary group called the Sons of Silence that were guarding the entranceway in. And then you did cast Scry. You went to what we called, you guys named the Dwarven Beard Inn, which I tweaked a little bit to the Dusty Beard, made the map that's up on the screen now, which is where you guys would be gathering right now, sort of making your plans. You did the scrying and you saw this giant creature that was, or construct that you think might have been Felbert the Horse-Faced, basically as a flesh golem, and there's a man strapped to the table who had blood, like tubing coming out of him. And it looked like they were sort of stealing his life force to do whatever nefarious things that they are doing. And where we ended was basically you guys were discussing. That the Sons of Silence guard during business hours, then they leave and go to a little hideout. And you guys were thinking about just going and talking with them. That was, I think, right where we ended, where you're like, let's go talk to them and see if you can bribe them or something along those lines.
What happened? I remember we were looking for some underground way of reaching the cellar, weren't we? Through the sewers or something like that, and there was something with the red.
That didn't pan out because
didn't pan out.
Okay. Yeah, I paid the woman to give us information, and she had someone go look, and there's not a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are at the Dusty Beard Inn. You have the options of maybe going and talking to the Sons of Silence during the day, or heading out to I think there's maybe talk of just burning the place down. That was maybe one of the options. Or maybe that's just always an option, sadly.
I think that was just an assumption.
So what do y'all want to do?
Yeah, you said we had tracked them back to where they've been staying. I want to say that I stayed back with somebody while the other two went and did that investigation. Didn't I stay back with maybe Jax? I don't remember exactly who's. Like we stayed back.
No,
at
I know I stayed back, but I thought that was, maybe I'm getting mixed up earlier.
Yeah, I think at one point some people went to talk to Olgrid, is that her name?
Yep.
And then two of us stayed at the place to look out. I think that was a different moment. I think that we basically were like, okay, let's go find the room at the Dusty Beard.
Okay, so let's just all load up and go check out the Sons of Silence then. Go talk to them. See if we can either hire them or get some information, or if they're aggressive, use aggressive negotiations.
Sounds good.
I have far too many windows open.
So remind me again what our objective is for this.
We're trying to track down who attempted to assassinate Gregor, and then by that, we found this unholy creature creation under the chip, under the gambling hall, being guarded by these Sons of Silence. And so far, we've just kind of got a little bit of information what's going on, and then we scryed and saw that was going on. Now we're trying to figure out a good, safe way to get down there without just getting murdered.
Okay.
Is that about right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you guys, there's like in the let me see, can I bring it up real quick? Nope, not there. I will bring this up just because your characters would very much remember this. Let me drag it over to here. So this is when you guys were in it. So just a reminder, there's two guards in the gambling hall itself, a closed off door in the top area. And then you've got the back door, which they use as a front door that you came into the guard area. There's a staircase going up and a staircase going down into the basement.
And
you
there's
did
also
find out that there are no entrances into the basement through the sewers.
some like demon dog thing in there too.
Yes, there's the two guards and then a Vorg, which is sort of a wolf type, baboon wolf hybrid looking creature. It also, you guys also do know that the Sons of Silence leave at night, but you didn't see the game runners, the waitresses, or the two guards on the inside leave. So you assume that they are living somewhere in this 2-story building.
Probably upstairs, yeah.
And we're living next door now, right? Didn't we rent an apartment or something?
You guys have 2 spots. Yes, you rented a apartment next door to keep an eye on things, and you're also renting a room at the Dusty Beard.
I think the Dusty Beard was more like for drink and food, maybe. If I recall, I can't remember exactly why we rented it as well.
It was cheap.
Sorry, that's my cat.
It's fine. It's just an alley cat.
That was a
trying to get
cat?
attention.
Yeah, that's a cat.
I thought it was a child.
Yeah, we just leave our child down there.
So it's going to let's go inquire. Wait, what time is it? Is it the middle?
It can be any time. You guys aren't on a super big time constraint, except that there is a man hooked up to life siphoning machinery.
I think. Yeah, let's go talk to the Sons of Silence at whatever time that would be appropriate when they're not at the broken ship.
Well, I feel like it's going to have to be midnight, right? They have to get off work, go back to wherever they stay. So we're going to have to wait for them to get off work.
Yeah, they get off work a little bit after midnight, and then they get in around dinner time. So you have during the day if you wanted to approach them during the day, or if you wanted to approach them at night after their work shift.
When they're nice and tired. Sure, let's go at night.
All right, so I could say that you guys are doing this the same night of that you did the scrying, right? I think you did that during the day.
Mhm.
You could have went and asked Olgrid, and so it would be one day, and yeah, so it hasn't been that long, is I guess what I'm trying to say. So you guys follow them up to the place that they have north of Dwarf Town. And do you want to approach them on the road, or do you want to wait till they get to their place? Tell me how you all see this going down.
I think that we should. I don't think we should approach the road. I think they're going to be like untrustworthy, so they might hack us to think that we're rob them or something in the middle of the night. So let's go to their house and like knock on their door.
Okay.
So we either want to get them to help us, like pay them to get them to help us get downstairs, right? Probably is what
Yeah.
we're doing.
Or clear out, like pay them not to show up.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
just ask their opinion on what they think of this. Because if
Yeah.
they're in
Yeah,
on it, then they're not going to be.
Do they know what's happening down there? I mean, are they in on it, or
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, we
I
need
don't
to
think we
find
know
out.
that.
right? So I think we'd have to assess
Yeah.
that too. They might not be in. They might be horrified by what's happening.
Or they might be in on it, and then
Right.
that we find out they might want to kill us. So
Right. So we got to be ready to fight. Oh, I am going to, when we get to the house, I'm going to use my legacy to do my warding armor. Oh, I forgot to write down the duration of bull strength, but 1 minute per level. So I will hold off on that, but I'm going to do my warding armor and my imbue staff. Imbue staff lasts 4 hours, so.
Okay.
That actually reminds me, how do you get back your mana points? Is that like just a overnight rest kind of thing?
Yep. Yeah, it's like spell slots. So when you if you take a short rest, you get a small amount back. When you take a long rest, you get them all back.
Okay. Well, I used literally half of my mana to cast that scry. How much time has passed since we?
I would
did
say that you could probably do a short rest there.
Okay.
So
If I can, I'd like to do that.
yeah, so short rest. A spellcaster gains back mana equal to their level, so you'd gain back four mana.
Okay, that's great. That's over half that I spent.
So you guys walk up, and this place is it's an okay little house. But when they come in, they like throw open the shutters. They leave the front door open. They're opening up some ales, standard second shift schedule where you go out and have a little party after you get off work. And the guy Shovel that you met before, he was the one that opened the door for you, in case you forgot.
The handsome one.
Put his pretty mug up there. He walks out on the front porch and belches loudly and takes another swig of drink and sort of leans against a post, like looking out into the cool night street.
Are we walking up right now?
However you guys want to approach this.
I think we are there now.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
that we should walk up unless you want to do something else.
Yeah. We came to
And
party,
I
right?
also think somebody should talk because I don't have such a great word with ways.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess am I unfortunately the person on this?
Might work. I mean, Gladiator, come up, look a little tough.
Okay. What did I know that his name is Shovel?
Shovel face?
Yeah, I think you guys would, because you're in there for a little bit with them. I think they would have said names. You heard at least the name Ratty, which is the older guy, and then Shovel, which is this guy.
I remember a whole conversation about Shovel. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna go up as soon as he's in earshot and be like, "Are you the one they call pickaxe or something?"
And Dremel.
He
It's
looks down.
Shovel.
So you guys walk up. Yeah. Are you the one they call pickaxe? And he sort of scrunches his brow at you and he goes, "No, it's Shovel. A pickaxe, there'd be a hole in my face. I remember from the other night. What are you doing here?"
Do you remember me? Unbutton my shirt a little bit.
Let's see.
He just sort of looks at Marna like, and then goes back to the elfling.
I still got it.
How much they paying you there to guard the gambling hall?
He seems a little taken aback by that straightforward questioning, and Ratty walks out, and he's got ale in his hands too, and he goes, "What sort of business is that of yours?"
Is that a skunk tail on your chin?
We're off on the right foot. Oh no! I'm gonna say because we were just wondering how. I don't know. I'm horrible with words. My own self. Yeah, we were just wondering.
We're just wondering
how
your
attached
loyalty to this.
Yeah, how
place.
attached you were to the place. That's exactly what I was going.
Yeah.
What she said.
He sort of nudges Shovel with his elbow. He goes, "Why are you trying to take our job? They pay pretty darn well over there."
Well, maybe we can pay more.
He looks at you and raises an eyebrow, and he says, "Well, what will you be paying us to do?"
Stay home.
Yep.
Do you have any idea they're doing there?
Oh no, I've met the one woman that works downstairs, but I haven't ever met the owner. No, I mean I assume they're doing something weird down there, but like I said, the pay's good.
Colder. If you scry, only you see it.
Yes, but I feel like afterwards I did give a pretty good rundown of what had happened. But yeah, I'm not. As far as I know,
I just had a thought,
just
like
look
if it's a crystal ball sort of thing, then we can show them what's happening down there. But
well, it doesn't specify, right? It just says that I use these things to scry on an area. Let's see. It doesn't. It just says a magical sensor. So I guess it would be, DM's choice as to whether or not that's seen by everybody or just the caster.
Well,
if you have any sort of illusion spell or anything, you might be able to like form it, I would say. But then the other question is, seeing that the way this world is, you might not know how these guys might react to
using magic.
That's true. Because I think one
Yeah,
of you
but then
guys-
they're gonna see much worse magic in the scrying.
I was just gonna say, do I believe him when he? Do I believe Messi when he said that he didn't know what was going on? I mean, Ratty.
You know, honestly, it's a nice, easy check. I get to sit in a chair, and who cares what they do in there? People come in, spend money, and they leave, and then we come home and we drink some beer.
What's your stance on magic and torture? Where do you stand on
Reasonable question.
these subjects?
Tell me about your mother.
Ratty spits on the ground, and he says, curse any witches. I want nothing to do with any of them. They can all go off to the Red Guard for all I care.
Huh, that's funny. Seeing that you're working for one and all, you know.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you said yourself you don't know what's going on downstairs, so if you hate witches that much, then maybe you should consider going downstairs and having a look at what they're doing down there.
Well, see, they don't let us go downstairs, and they don't pay us to do anything but sit in that front room. And Shovels looks like he's getting a little nervous, and he's like, I mean, I don't want to work for any warlocks, but I don't know. I mean, pay, what, right, Ratty? And Ratty sort of like look at you all and sort of squinting his eyes. Marna, give me a persuasion check.
Oh, Jesus. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ratty goes, so if I haven't seen what's going on down there, how do you know what's happening in that basement?
Well,
No.
I may not be able to do magic, but I can feel magic. So I know there's stuff going on down there. So
Yeah. Remember you said you felt tingle down below.
yeah, I had a little tickle down below. Told me all about it.
I have a question to the Ratty. How would you feel about us if we took out of your employer?
We just want to stop the magic down there so you guys can work for a non-magic entity.
If something happened to the owner, who would take over? Could it be one of you?
I don't want to run a damn gambling hall. I want to sit in a room and eat some stew and drink some beer while they pay us 20 gold pieces a day.
Wait, where did they get those 20 gold pieces a day? If you took over this place, how much money would you be making if they're able to pay you 20 gold pieces a day? I'm just saying.
Look, there's a whole difference between sitting in a room and making sure people don't bust in through the door and running a damn business.
Who would even know? Who even knows the owner? Right? I mean, like, the owner never really shows his face, right? So, I mean...
Well, I don't know what you guys are talking some wild stuff. I just worked a whole day shift. I'm going to drink some beer, sit back here, and pass out.
So you guys wouldn't mind if we just, like, went downstairs? Would that be okay with you? Just let us help you out. Let us
that job we just left. My job is to stop you, and you're telling me that you're going to break into this place that I'm paid to protect.
Well, we wouldn't be breaking in if you knew we were going there to do it. To help you out because you don't want to be working for some sort of weird magical witchy person down in the basement, right?
All right, look, old lady, you're tossing out a whole lot of weird stuff here. You think it's worth so much money? Buy out her a contract. 500 gold pieces. We won't show up tomorrow.
Does anyone have 500 pieces?
I was about to say that seems like a lot.
I got
I mean, we'll
30.
Get paid.
Yeah, right.
When we get paid, we'll have 500 gold pieces. How many
How much
of
is-
there?
What's that?
How many of them are there?
There's 4 of them that normally guard the room.
How much is Gregor paying us?
1,400
A piece?
No.
Oh, okay.
total.
Kind of cutting into our bottom line by doing this big of a bribe.
I'll say this out loud, but we could just take care of them.
There's only the 2 of them here right now.
There's only 2 out on the porch. The 2 others went inside.
What's the area look like? Are there a lot of people around?
No,
From
I
the
mean, it's
middle of
after
night.
midnight, so it's pretty late. And you guys are a little bit north of Dwarf Town. There'd be the night watch that'd be walking out and about.
Hey, you know what? We could work their shift for them, make the money, and then you guys could just hang out and we could bring your money back to you.
I don't know if you've ever worked a guard job, but when someone else shows up, it's no longer the job that you're doing, which is guarding the place to make sure no one else just waltzes in.
Does one of these guys seem like the leader? Somebody
Yeah,
the
definitely
other
Ratty the skunk beard.
Ratty. I'm gonna charm him. If this goes wrong, you guys be ready.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's just roll initiative.
All right, so this spell, trusted friend.
We should have waited till they had a couple years and then fought him.
Okay, there's no threat, so it doesn't get a bonus.
We slip something in their drinks.
Will negates. Okay, so what do I do here? Just roll a d20?
No, you don't have to roll anything. You just say that you cast it.
Oh, I do it.
And how many mana is it?
Well, no, it's
Charm is variable, I believe.
yeah, it just says varies. Oh no,
Yeah, so if you click on the spell, the little magnifying glass, so 1 mana charm affects 1 creature, 3 hit die or lower, 3 mana, 5 hit die, 5 mana, 7 hit die. So what you're having to guess is how many hit die you think he has and how much you're going to spend. But also, the more mana you spend, the higher the DC save is. So the harder it would be for him to resist.
All right, I'll go. I'm going to do 3 mana. If it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
3 mana, 5 hit die. All right, you got that. DC 15. So he's about to roll his will save.
Son of a.
All right, so here, remember, the new SagaBorn 1.5. Everyone has a Saga point now since we started a new session. Danny, you can force him to re-roll if you want to try that.
I was going to ask you about that actually, because I forget why, but I had 2 Saga points last session and I never used them. They're still on my sheet. Do I get to keep them, or do I?
Yeah,
reset?
you don't gain another one. You don't gain one at the beginning, but you have 2 now. Yes.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and force him to re-roll.
All right.
Well,
No.
improved by 1.
You want to use one
Screw
more?
it. I'll use the last one.
Oh.
Just not meant to happen.
All right. Well, you use 2 points.
Well,
And actually, if I go by rules as written, as everyone always says to do, it says that the story guide always rules in favor to the players for ties. And even though that's not really a tie, I will let it go. But that means that Ratty only feels like he is your friend, Alaric, no one else's. So that means that
All right.
any deal from here on that you want to go, which you all have gotten him sort of riled up, it has to come from
Right.
you.
All right, I tell him. I say, listen, man. What we were indelicate in the way we've been approaching this, and I apologize. The truth is that there is a spy who has been into that cellar, and we were sent to stop this because they're down there creating creatures from the Navirum. They're creating Navarites. Would he know what that is, by the way? Is that just common knowledge?
No, you probably say demons. Just
Demons.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's no way you haven't noticed strange things going on in that cellar. Am I wrong?
He sort of sits back and looks at Shovel, and Shovel looks at him because his whole stance changed a little bit when you started talking. And he goes, I mean, any place that's paying me 20 gold pieces a day has got to have something shady going on. Sure, we saw some stuff, but I mean, look, friend, you see he's sort of struggling, he feels so close to you, but he can't remember your name right now. And he's like, I mean, here's the thing. It's a sweet job. Okay, 500's a little much. But, man, if I don't kick up money up to the general, then we're, out of this place, man. The Suns pays for our house here, and we have to make the money for them. So, 500's a little bit much. But if you all, I make 20 gold. We make 20 gold pieces a day for sitting that cushy job. So, you got to at least, I don't know, kick me 200 gold pieces. I won't show up. Hell, we'll even leave in the middle of the day if you want to go in when they're busy. We'll do whatever you want. Just give us 200 gold pieces, and maybe if I ever need a favor from you, my friend, you just remember this.
Give us a second, please. And we step away and huddle. What do we have on us? Can we put together 200? I've got 30.
You know, I was thinking, did we come here and instead of just breaking in now when they're not there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 20 gold, maybe.
If I have gold, I don't have it written down.
Me neither.
Okay, so
30 gold is what I have. I'm not right now. Plus we bought food or rooms earlier. 26 gold. I think that we.
Okay, so I'm going to tell. Okay, look, we're a little light. I'm going to turn back to him. We're a little light, and we can't do that right now. When the job is finished, we'll have enough. But I know you're not going to. I know you're. If you're willing to take my promise, then we can agree to this right now. If not, then maybe I could give you 20 gold just to pretend we weren't here, and maybe give us some advice on how we could get in there at night.
Yeah, for 20 gold, we can sit here and keep drinking tonight, and I can give you a couple different bits of knowledge that at least we know. I would say, though, I think, a little back and forth here that, I do this favor for you, my friend. We do have something that's coming up that we're a little short-handed on, a little job. Is this, would you all might be looking for a little bit of work in the future?
It's a strong
we could
possibility.
cut you in on a little bit less of split on that job if I'm hooking you up with a deal right now.
This is how the mob gets you.
Mm.
But yeah, I am looking for work personally.
Me too.
I mean, I don't
All
do
right.
assassin or anything like that, but assuming it's fairly honest work, then yeah.
I think you came to the wrong place for honest work. But if you like that whole green hood shit of robbing the rich and paying the poor, I'm sure that we'll get along just fine.
I should rephrase. Assassinating good people is my line. All right, so okay, so we have an agreement.
We give you 20 gold, you give us the key to the back door.
Well, that's the thing. If you hand him over the gold, he tells you there isn't a key. They lock us out. Both the front and back door are barred. The servers, the game masters, and the 2 guards sleep upstairs at night. They leave that damned ugly dog tied up in the gambling hall. And I don't know what they do in the basement, but those guys seem to be going all night doing whatever they're doing and sleep through most of the day.
Question: what is the dog's favorite treat?
I wouldn't know. I stay the hell out of there, but I mean, I've seen it. I've seen them give it meat before.
Mm.
Unless you're good at handling animals, I'm not sure I get near that damn thing.
Unless we got a backpack full of steaks and hot dogs.
Are there windows upstairs?
There are. You guys saw them. They're shuttered windows. Because you guys would be able to see that from the outside. Let me.
And we've got a place next door. We could just, hop over, break the window, hop over.
So there is one window in the front and back. So like if the building is long ways, there's one in the north and south, and then there are 4 windows along either side, but they are all kept shuttered all the time. So you have no idea what's happening in any of those rooms. From the outside, you do see some lights light up in there at night. So you know that there's, they are inhabited, but you wouldn't know what room leads into what.
How hard is it to open shuttered windows from the outside?
Depends,
More
like
concerned about the noise than anything.
Yeah,
I'm sure
rogue
that's
could do it easily. A spellcaster with the knock spell,
an axe.
an axe.
I think we're definitely going to need something to give to the ape dog. To
Isn't
distract the dog.
Alaric a druid?
Yeah, I did have a
Charm
calm
or
animal, but
something?
I had calm animal, but Mike talked me into replacing it with knock. No, but I do have I've got a couple of things that might help.
Did you say there were windows on the ground floor?
There are not any windows on the ground floor. And Danny, you do have a mana 3 animal trance. Remember,
Yeah, I know,
all your
and
spells-
hold. I know that's why I said I have a couple. I have that and hold
I'm
creature.
sorry.
Although it does say one thing I'm curious, and it only works on creatures with intelligence score of 1 or 2. I have no context for that. I don't know what animals typically have. 1 or 2 seems high though, right? Like that does that mean that it has to be an intelligent creature or animal?
For hold creature?
For animal trance.
Huh. That is an odd.
Does it mean a score of 1 or 2 or a bonus of 1 or 2?
Yeah, I assume bonus. Technically, in our rules, the bonus is the score, but I don't know if it's always been if everything's consistent in the documentation.
Okay. So no, that's God, I hope that got changed, seeing that the book just came out 2 days ago. So that's referencing the old ability scores, not the ability bonus. So anyways, well, I guess you might have just found my first errata from a book that has just been sent off to the publisher. That it would be a creature with a intelligence modifier of below a certain amount.
Right. Okay, so I should be good is the thing. All right. So yeah, I can use either one of those when we get to that point.
Well, I could scry into the gambling hall and then, having line of sight, use Mage Hand to lift the bar from the inside. But that's gonna
Interesting.
eat up every bit of the mana I've got left, or most of it. I'll have very little left after that. But it would be a fairly easy and simple way to get in if that would work that way.
Well, to knock.
Do what?
Is knock noisy?
Yes. Yeah, it would be. It's like
door.
you pushing forcefully a door open.
Well, if we go the knock route, I can cast Silence. I do have that. And that's a lot cheaper than scrying a Mage Hand.
Let's do that.
So you're gonna look through the eyes of the Vorg. Oh no, I guess if you're blasting, you don't have to scry. Okay. So you would probably, just to let you see again here, remember that these two, the top and bottom doors, are heavy wooden doors that are barred. And then there's also this metal door that was barred from the inside here. So it would probably make sense that you all would go through the top if you were gonna blast your way in. Then you'd be going right into where the stairwell is too.
Okay.
For downstairs.
So you want to try that?
Let's
Yeah.
do it.
All right. So, so Alaric, you needed to let your dogs out. Let's take a quick break, refill our drinks.
Yeah. I'm glad
and
you said
then,
that.
And then we'll get right to it.
Cool.
Come on, guys. Come on, Death Guy. Come on. Come on. Let's go.
All right. Matt's not back yet, but
Here I am.
there he is. All right. So, how do y'all want to do this?
Well, what time did we decide we're going in? Does it
Now.
matter? Just night, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the later the better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, basically, you guys found all that out. It's probably 1 a.m. now, 1:30 when you guys would
Oh,
get there and
okay.
get
Well, it's
set
already
up.
pretty late. So let's say let's say 2, 3 a.m. we go and I'll do my knock. Calder can do his silence, and we see how that goes.
Perfect.
Do we have stuff to give to the dog? The ape dog? Like rations
No,
or
well,
something?
first thing is I'm prepared to try animal trance.
Oh, right. That's right.
If that doesn't work,
Actually,
Jax has an axe to
let me
give him.
compare. Doesn't say how much mana.
For what?
I want to compare animal trance and hold creature.
The level that I dragged him under. So hold creature is 3 and animal trance is 3.
Oh, the level is the mana.
Yeah, and so they both have the same save. One has a longer range.
I don't think range is going to be a big deal, but
So the big thing is with
duration.
hold creature, you only have 4 rounds. Animal trance, it happens as long as you're doing it.
Okay,
But does
I'll
that
go
mean if you do
animal
anything else, it just quits it?
So it's concentration. So basically, it's only going to stare at him until you stop concentrating on it.
All right, let's plan just a little further ahead then. Where are the stairs going down again?
Top right corner.
Right there.
Right.
You see on
Okay,
the map.
I see. And then where do they keep the dog tied up?
They just told you that they let it roam free.
Oh, I thought they said tied up. Okay. So the dog could be anywhere, but we're coming in up in this top door, right?
Uh-huh.
I assume. Wait a minute. Hang on. We got to think about this. Between here and downstairs, is there going to be another door for us to worry about
That
that we know of?
Well, when cold older is dry, would he have saw the base of steps?
Right, that's what I was going to say. We've seen the upstairs, and he's seen the downstairs in his scribe.
there were
from
no
at least
steps.
some perspective.
And there was no obvious way in or out, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. There was not.
So it implies there was a secret door somewhere in that room.
Right. So the reason I'm asking this is I concentrate on doing this animal trance, but as soon as we get through another door, we're safe. Right? Like we just have, but if we don't, but if there's not another door, does the dog then come after us? Or since we're out of, I guess we don't know, right? But the dog might, if I release the spell, the dog may or may not come after us. We're out of sight now. Maybe it just forgets us, but we don't know.
Well, think of your house if someone opened up your front door, what your dogs would do.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that silence spell lasts for a little bit.
You do also have one, because you're not used to playing spellcasters, Danny, I'm not telling you what to do, but you do have another choice of a spell,
Sleep.
which is a 1 mana spell. The The only thing that's up in the air is you can't control the amount of hit dice that you knock out.
Okay.
But like you could also do a knowledge check right now if you wanted to see if you knew much about Vorgs.
Yeah. Let me do that.
All right, give me that roll.
Does that silence only work on one thing at a time?
I can cast it on an object I'm holding. It's a 20-foot radius, and it'll last for 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So
I
we
didn't know if like it would silence the dog if the dog started barking. If it...
I was thinking about that. If we decided to put the dog down, it would be done very quietly in a very big sphere of silence. And if it should start to bark when we walked in, it would also keep it from being loud or whatever these things do if it's not a bark.
Yeah, like if we could wrangle it and like tie it up in that cone of silence or whatever. Keep it there. I don't know.
But it'll only be for a few minutes. When that wears off, that dog's going to go berserk.
Yeah.
It's
so
not. It's Vorg.
Vorg.
Well, I say we knock, sleep, and if sleep doesn't work, then we plan for a backup.
Yeah.
And
Jax's axe.
I have a mace, but same thing.
Mace.
It's a mace called axe.
So I do have a question about the magic. Are there verbal components? Things like that. Like, will my silence cause him not to be able to cast sleep or control or whatever he's wanting to do afterwards?
So I normally in the role playing just say that stuff is flavor, not hard coded in. So the silence won't stop him from casting unless he specifically said his character like sings for casting.
Right. Okay. In that case, whenever we're ready, I'll pull out a coin, cast silence on it, and point like you're up.
All right, and I knock with my staff.
All right. The door and remember it sort of has stuff stacked up in front of it like it looks like it's abandoned. So you hit it and that door just bursts open, like flies open, breaks into pieces. But it's very surreal because you guys see it hitting the table and knocking stuff over, and then there's just no noise at all. Inside, here, I'll pull over the combat tracker, and if you guys want to pull it up on your own, or you can just watch on here, that shows who's next. I'll drag your tokens over. Oh, and we got, I assume that the gorilla is with you all as well, right?
I kind of feel like he would be less useful than help in this situation because he's big. I mean, he's a large creature. So I left him. He will stay outside and be inconspicuous.
All right.
Can Hawk come indoors?
If you want him to, yeah.
Yeah, Hawk can come in. That's the
Do you see
creative
the-
name I just came up
dog?
with.
All right.
What's
there
that?
you go. Look, I even made a token for him.
Do we
Feed
see
him.
the dog? Is like
Yes. I was getting to that once I set up who all was there. So you guys looking through the opening, and the dog is curled up in front of the fireplace, just sort of what looks like it's napping. It didn't hear anything.
Well, if it's already
Well-
napping, I can save a sleep spell. Why don't we just sneak over these stairs and go down?
No, he just rolled high on his luck. He felt stuff hit the ground, though.
Okay,
I want to
cast
pull
sleep.
out some rations and walk over to it and start petting it and be like, "Good puppy, oh, you're such a good puppy."
Oh, wait, there's two different plans that are happening right now.
No, stop. It's not a dog. It's a creature.
Jax, do you grab Marna that you see walking over some beef jerky?
Yeah, like no.
I love it. Alaric's like, it's silently going, we just planned this. Like a couple seconds ago, there was 2 steps. All right. So sleep. Let's pull that up. That is only mana 1. So roll 2d4 for me, Danny. No, there's no way that you're not going to do it. But do it anyways. Let's just have... It says roll
Hang
dice.
on,
so
though. I
it's
keep
hopeless.
losing my mana. What tab is it on?
The second one.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Combat.
1. All right. So I'm rolling. I'm sorry. What? 2d4?
2d4. And it is rolling a will versus 14. All right. Oh, there it is. All right. Let's see how your guys' luck holds out. It raises its head as you cast the spell, wiggling your fingers, and it starts running at the door.
Okay, I pull out rations and offer it to the dog creature.
I think we should start using the word Vorg instead of dog to establish what this is a vicious man-eating creature.
We are not
Yeah, I
dog,
think that's a good
we are not
idea.
dog killers. We are baboon wolf creature killers.
By the way, what percent baboon versus dog?
Baboon face. Wolf, like, haven't you seen the
Yeah,
art
this
that-
doesn't, because it doesn't sound cute.
Yeah.
I just
It's
zoomed
not
in.
cute. It's
Is the ass baboon or dog?
It is baboon with a long tail.
yeah, it has like a tail, like a
Yeah,
baboon, or like
that's-
the
Oh, it
You
looks
know,
kind of like
creatures
those
wake up
creatures.
hungry.
So we just found out that Elric is an ass man, right?
Only when it comes to Vorg
or baboons.
or baboons.
Yeah.
I think you kind of described these as looking like the hounds from Willow.
Yeah,
or-
but that's
or-
copyrighted.
or
From
ROUS is like this.
All right, so everyone roll initiative now, and we'll see who wins. If Marna gets there with some beef jerky,
initiative is just dexterity, right?
It's
yes.
there's an actual initiative on.
yeah, on your front page, there's initiative is to on the main page. Initiatives at the top middle. For you, it's just dex, but if you had any bonuses, like any add-ons that added to your initiative, it would not show up under dex.
Okay.
And when you roll it off your character sheet, it actually just automatically moves you in the combat tracker.
Barf. Oh, there it is. God. All right.
All right. So first up, we got Jax. Sorry, Marty, you did not roll
Do
well
we
enough to
do
get
we need
anywhere.
we need the map? I think I don't have the map.
Oh, there you go.
We haven't walked in yet, so it's dark.
Well, let
I'm
me pull
gonna-
you guys through. All right, well, fine then. I don't know why that door is inaccessible. I'll just magically teleport you all inside.
I clicked on it and it says open.
Hey.
So
By the way, quick side technical question. Why is it that if I chat, it doesn't show up as me? It shows up as SagaBorn. Because by the way, I was just kidding. I did the music, but yeah, when I did that, it came from multiple sources. SagaBorn.
Are you talking about the YouTube chat?
And our chat right here in the
Yeah, that's broadcast out to all channels. So it's basically a channel chat. So it's us.
So no matter any of us use this chat, we're SagaBorn.
If you're using chat in here, yes. If you're using chat, like it looks like Chris.
Oh, so okay, so I need to open, if I want to use chat in the future, open up something and then like Facebook or one of them, YouTube.
Yeah, I'm logged in to YouTube and I've chatted on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll look. I don't know StreamYard enough that you all can send out your own, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah. Okay, no big deal. Just wanted to ask.
Can you all see the map now on your own screens?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna hit it with my miss.
The dog.
The Vorg. I don't feel guilty for killing a bad.
Yeah, let's not kill dogs, please.
No, it is not a dog. It is the guard baboon Vorg. All right. So you can move your token, and then in Fantasy Grounds, if you're attacking something using the in-game dice, you can hit, if you have your thing selected, hit Control and then click, and then it will target that creature. If you're using a Mac, I don't know what Control is. Is it Command?
With Control. It shows 20 feet after did it.
Yep. You are targeting it, and so now you can move up and attack. You can also tell under Combat Tracker, it says that you are targeting the Vorg.
All right.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna use. Oh, I don't even have my. Oh, it says long sword. It doesn't matter. It's just the same. Bones.
Oh yeah. Good way to start this up.
Wow.
And fight's over.
Oh, critical hit. All right. So now all you have to do is on that same action page, just double click under the damage, the 1d8 plus 5, and it will automatically roll it twice because you hit critical.
I mean, it wasn't very good.
You have disabled it. It is on the ground, knocked out in one hit.
Wow.
All right.
I sure hope the rest of this place goes like this.
Jax, do you have you're an arena fighter. Do you have like a thing that you do?
Yeah, I mean, I would just assume that like I see Marna like running forward, like limbus bread, basically, like something that like an animal is not going to care about, and I'm just like, and it just smash its head in,
Wait a
no,
minute.
I'm like, afterwards, like,
but I had
beef
jerky.
Like, whoa,
well, is it
shirt off?
like, is there blood on the mace? I'm just gonna like flick it off.
And I just say, oh well, and I just like eat the beef jerky.
Wait, though, just so I'm clear, you said disabled. That meant killed? Like it's dead?
So disabled in SagaBorn means less than 0, and it's going to slowly bleed out.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to tie it up. But all right.
Sounds right.
Oh, you gonna
you could tie it up. Yeah.
Try to talk to it and get some information out of it? Is that what you're gonna do?
Oh,
hey,
another
he's
question.
a druid. Don't put it past him.
Question.
Yeah.
Was that in the boundary of the silent spell?
Yeah, I'm assuming that Calder is like running after you with the coin.
I mean, that was my intent, but it's got a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, we don't want to have to kill any game people and bartenders that work here,
So Jax is in the silence, but the Vorg was not. So
as long as it's crushing skull, silence enough.
Well, I guess it's right on the edge. Yeah, yeah. Is there a measurement tool for this?
Yeah, if you have a 2-button mouse, you can right click and left click and then drag like an arrow.
Oh, right on. Okay. Oh, and since I have it targeted, it tells me how far away I am.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yep, 30 feet. So it wasn't quiet.
All right. That means
But it was just a. It could have been the animal making
Yeah,
its
and we're
own noise.
there. I think everybody's downstairs. So
all right. You guys just made your luck roll, so you're quiet for a minute and you don't hear anyone stirring upstairs.
all right.
So then I'm gonna turn to the group and be like,
Door. Find the door.
Good thing
I was
this
actually
isn't a
talking, it
podcast.
just-
They can actually see us nodding.
While they're
talking,
discussing,
but,
I'm just going to go downstairs.
I'm like weirdly looking at my thing that I'm eating that I was going to give to the dog, and I'm like, can't hear myself chew, and it's just like so weird to me. Anyways.
So if
Wait a
somebody
minute.
moves towards the stairs, I move behind them. I follow.
Would you? I guess no. You wouldn't even hear internal stuff like if you breathe like that. You know where
Yeah.
you can normally hear
Wait,
it sort of
Did you
inside.
hear yourself think?
Well, the map changed a second ago, but it's changed back.
So
I think he's getting a new one ready.
Yeah, he's moving downstairs.
Gotcha.
all right, can you guys see any of that?
Just a little sliver of a wall.
Yeah, sliver of a wall.
Huh.
Now a corner. It's getting more and more.
Yeah, it's just a line of sight thing. I think it's working.
You know, where the door is, I can't see.
Well, no, you guys should be able to see the whole area that you're
Oh
in.
no. Maybe if we move in and then back out.
It won't let me move. It won't let me move.
Yeah, I can't even move in there.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, so we won't worry about that. You guys don't look at the map. We'll just describe it.
Okay.
So you guys come down the stairs and you're in like about a 15 by 25 foot room. There are a bunch of boxes and crates lined up against the wall. There's no torches, and that's all you see down in this place.
So we're suspecting that like we went down a set of stairs, and now we think we have to go down another set of stairs to the basement. That's what you're saying?
No, I think he's saying this is apparently a dead end, right?
Yeah, because in the scribe it was described as it was not a visible entrance.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're intelligent enough, we probably used that it was as a hidden passageway.
Yeah. So,
Is there anybody good at that stuff?
I'm going to first of all detect magic.
Ooh, I could negate magic if need be.
Well, what I'm specifically hoping for is some clue as to a magical way in, or a magical way that's, preventing us from seeing the way in or something.
Aha.
Well,
I had a mask over everything so that you all could not see stuff. There we go. Sometimes technology is too much, even when it's fun. All right, so now you guys see the room that you're in. It's basically
Like a storage room, it looks like.
so you cast Detect Magic. Nothing glows in the room or on any of the walls. But Marna, you would feel just like a pulsating. Cause you've been in here before. You're like, you're sort of attuned to it. Along the southern wall, you feel magic through that wall.
Southern wall.
I say that there's definitely magic through this wall.
Silently.
I'm going to do detect hidden, which will reveal secret doors for. Actually, before I do that, I want to just scan the wall just with my eyes. Just look for any cracks, anything that might indicate something that could move or open or anything like that.
Okay. So normally what I do when we're doing something like this is I say, so you can look and that's cool. But if you guys are like searching for something like in a room, like half the party gets to try and you can only try once. Otherwise you don't find anything. So this would be an awareness check. So whoever is searching, you guys might want to pick the person with the highest awareness.
Yeah.
But you don't have any
me.
thieves.
I have a +5 awareness.
Well, you're in. Okay, well, Laura and me then.
All right. You guys both give me awareness.
How do you have those cool glowing dice?
You got to buy them.
$5.
If you go under tool up in the top right, if you go to dice, it's in there.
And Danny can tell you they don't roll any better.
Oh, well, never mind.
Well, no, I finally, now that I use the purple ones, they seem pretty consistent. I mean, I still get bad rolls, but better than before.
I think I'll stay with my
Like one night I got
death
3
dice.
1s in a row, 4 1s in a row, something like that. I used a saga point, rolled another 1.
I've noticed you using saga points isn't the greatest thing ever.
Marna, you
like
noticed that some of these crates have been drug across the ground. You can see in the middle area sort of a like these things have been slid out back and forth many times.
I say here, right
and
here.
then Alaric, you do find along the back with your 19 roll that there is like sort of a crack in the wall, but you find no like handhold or handle or anything on how to open it.
I think we should inspect this area under this crate here. If somebody can help me move it.
Oh, no. Sorry. I meant that the crate is slid out of the way, and then that revealed the area of the wall that Alaric found the cracks for like maybe a doorway. But you guys cannot, having no rogues with you, cannot figure out a way in.
If the door was magically sealed in any way, I would have detected that with my detect magic, or Marna would detect it, right?
Right. So it's latched or locked in a mundane way, and also hidden in a mundane way.
And we don't have anybody with those sorts of skills.
Well, Jax's mace is called lockpick. On top of sword. Sort of
axe.
An axe.
I'm just gonna start, I don't know, pushing stones.
All right, give me a strength check.
How many times can you use knock?
As much as I want. Oh, as much. Well, but we have to talk about it. Do we want to just blast our way in here? We got to be ready if we're going to do that. It would be fun just to
Jax, you do
surprise
that
them. Like,
thing-
I mean, look, we're going into fight, right? So we might as well.
You're like pushing Jax, and your feet are sliding on the ground, and like nothing's moving, and you're straining really hard, but nothing's happening.
I like pop a vessel on my like forehead.
Just in case things wear off, I'm gonna re-up my warding armor and my imbue staff,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna ask them. Do you want to just? Oh, it's up to you if you want to silence, or do you just, if you can do it again, or do you just want to blast our way in and run in fighting? Because I think there's going to be a fight one way or the
I don't
Well,
think
the silence lasts 4 minutes, and we literally just killed a Vorg and walked downstairs. So I don't know how much time is left with it because it's still up. I hadn't planned on dismissing it. I was just going to let it expire after its 4-minute cast.
I think that there's a silent way to open the door and not start a fight. Even if even if it is silent, they're like, "What are you all doing here?"
They're going to notice the door opening.
They're like, "Speedy to deliver. Here's your mail."
See, so what would be like manogram, like candygram?
Or like the singing telegram.
I'm going to put up my mage armor, my magical armor.
Okay.
Just open the door. I think that. I mean,
yeah. When we do decide to go in, just see, I'm gonna. The plan is I'm gonna do my bull strength and my shield, and
can you make anyone visible?
Then we run in and fight or whatever. But both of those last 4 minutes, which is plenty of time to fight, but not time if we're sitting here deliberating.
Okay. Also letting you all know, so far you guys have silently moved down. Though I didn't think, if Cold moved close enough to that wall, that silence could have gone into that room. Like, just imagine you're walking along, all of a sudden you're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna, for the fun of the game, just say that didn't happen. So just knowing that there's also in SagaBorn, there is a surprise round. So if you guys like blew open this door, each of you would get one action. So not your normal 2, you get one action and then roll initiative. So you guys could basically cast all your buff spells, knock down the door, and then be ready to all do one thing, like fire an arrow.
That was right. That was my thought. If we decide to go that route, to just blast our way in, and I'm sort of leaning that way because I don't see any other options.
Except I had to
got a crowbar on me.
I have to move to be able to attack. So, I mean, I guess I have a crossbow, but I don't really use that. That's for killing squirrels.
If only the gorilla's with you guys, they could use its one action to throw you in the room.
He's just right outside.
Can you tell that?
Oh yeah, my hawk's with us. I'm glad you mentioned that. I always forget the hawk.
The hawk could not pick Jax up. Jax is small, but not that small.
Oh wow.
So, where was the door again? Is it right below Jax?
We haven't. No, like right in the center of the
Yeah, right there is that's the center of the door.
Okay. Well, I'm going to center myself in front of it. I don't plan on being in front, but I plan on backing up whoever goes first.
I might want to be front and center.
What I'm going to do. Oh. I was trying to drag my piece, but I was on the video screen. All right, I am going to go right here to the side of the door, and I'm going to sort of from the side, be ready to do my knock.
Okay.
That way, better fighters can rush in first. Well, no, I don't know if that's really accurate anymore because I've got all my stuff up. Oh, speaking of which, all right, so let's just do it if you guys are ready.
Do it. Let's do it.
Okay,
So
but you
bull
remember,
strength-
each of you gets one action.
Yeah, so
before
bull
we go to
strength.
initiative. What's that?
Bull strength doesn't cost anything, but shield costs 1.
Like to take out your shield.
He has a shield spell. He's a
okay.
caster.
Well, now that the cat's out of the bag, I'm going to go ahead and put up Discordant Shield as well.
I'm gonna bring out my normal shield and my Morning Star.
All right, ready when you all are.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, Mike. What were we talking about before with the level? Because, all right, so imbue staff is on my staff. And I
No,
wrote
you
down
wouldn't want
3
imbue staff
levels
on your
based
staff.
on, huh?
You wouldn't want imbue staff on your staff, I don't think, because it's 1 hour. Where shield is.
Oh,
Well, it doesn't.
that's
You're not
right.
really. Let's just go with it. Like
Yeah. It's fine. But if I have imbue staff on the staff, is it the 1 mana, 3 mana, or 5 mana? I wrote all 3 down because I wasn't thinking. I was thinking I would use mana. But since I'm not, which one do I go with? I guess I need to look that up.
Remember, you can click the magnifying glass right next to all your spells.
Yeah. Well, it says what they do. It doesn't say which level you get the different ones. Is that the one we looked? That's not the one we looked up already, right? Which was 3 mana. That was
I'm not
something
quite sure
different.
what you're talking about. So, like, if you click the magnifying glass, it tells you imbue staff.
It doesn't. I looked.
Okay, I just drug it onto the screen. So, like, so you're right here, right?
Yeah.
And then you click on the magnifying glass next to imbue staff. Why is it not doing it? Oh, is it the dragon? You click the dragon.
Yeah. So no, but what I'm saying is if it's on my staff, I don't know which of those I use, the 1 mana, the 3 mana, or the 5 mana.
It would have been the 1 mana, so you probably wouldn't have put it on your staff. So just say it's not on your staff and shield is or something.
Wait. Imbue staff.
Yeah, shield is one mana, so you'd put the 1 mana on that. You'd use the variable one as a spell, so you could choose.
Okay.
Because also shield is a much shorter buff, so you'd want it on the staff where you could constantly cast it over and over again without using up any of your mana.
Right. So okay, so I'm gonna do shield with the staff, and then imbue. I can do whatever mana I want.
Right. It lasts 1 hour, so it lasts 4 hours.
Right. So I'm gonna do 3 mana.
Okay, so it does an extra 2d4 damage. Subdual.
Yeah. Right. Okay, and I think that's everything. You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. I knock.
You mean the spell, not knocking, right?
Right.
Like on stone, like hurt your
Yeah,
knuckles close.
that's the component. You actually just knock on the door.
Yeah.
Blast so
Who is it?
Oh, it didn't. I don't even have a door there. Let me fix that real quick.
Now you're just showing off.
All right. Pull up encounters. More than a gamble. The basement encounter.
Da-da-da-da.
All right. So here is what sort of a redo of what you saw. Oh, the Vorg is no longer on here. Should have already dragged these guys on.
Oh, it's Felbert. I wrote down Delbert. You want us to go ahead and roll initiative?
All right, can you guys see into the room?
I
I
see
can't-
a sort of
I
grayed
can
out
see you
image.
do it.
There we go. Now it's open. All right, so there is. You see the one woman that you spoke to the one time. So many names.
Celebrity.
Selbrim, you see her to the left. You see another person to the right. You see the giant creature in the back that's just sort of standing in the alcove. And then you see who you would assume as Venzel, since that's what the token says, as the crazy looking guy with the metal eyeballs, standing near the guy that's still having his essence drawn out of him. All right, who wants to do what action first?
I would love to cast a spell first.
All right, go for it.
Go for it, but just real quick, we can't go in.
Okay. Yeah, you have to go through the doorway area.
Oh, I don't see it on the map, so I just
Yeah,
I guess
there is. It's a secret doorway, so it's hidden.
okay.
Like basically where that light is coming through, that's where
Right.
the doorway is.
All right, so yeah, we can go in any order for this round since it's a surprise round. Because we'll
Right.
still
All right.
roll initiative after.
So Calder, you want to be the first to cast the spell?
Yeah, I would love to be able to cast a spell. I want to center it right dead because I'm directly in front of the door, looking straight into the other room, dead center of that room. I just made that very small. So I can't ping anything. I can't show you exactly. So she is right there on the left next to a table.
Mhm.
Directly right to her is a nice square that seems to be right dead center of the room.
Yep, right there.
These ceilings are standard 10, 15 feet tall.
Probably only 8.5 feet tall.
Okay, perfect. I am going to center my web right there. It's got a 20-foot radius. So it kind of fills the entire room with a web, if those are 5-foot squares.
Yeah.
I know you melee people might not enjoy that so much, but I'm a blaster.
I have a crossbow.
So
Um,
can you guys
So-
see that? Yes, that's what your web would cover, is that whole black sphere.
Perfect. So it's a many-layered mass of strong, sticky strands. The strands trap those caught in them. Strands are similar to spider webs, larger and tougher. These masses must be anchored to 2 or more solid objects, so ceiling and floor. Points web collapse when the creatures caught within the web become entangled among the gluey fibers. Attacking a creature in the web won't cause you to become entangled. Anyone in the area's effect spell must make a reflex save. It's a 3-mana spell, so that's a reflex save of DC 15. If this succeeds, they're still entangled, which is movement half speed, can't run, -2 penalty on all attacks, -2 on dexterity. An entangled creature who attempts to cast a spell must make a spellcraft check, DC 15, plus the spell's mana cost, or lose the spell, but is not prevented from moving, although moving is more difficult and is half the time entangled. If the spell saves, the creature is immobilized, can't move from its space, but can break loose by spending a full round action making a DC 12 strength check or a DC 18 reflex check. Once free, either by making initial reflex save or later, creature remains entangled but can move through the web very slowly. It goes on to say if you're outside the area and then a creature outside the area of effect during the initial casting of the web who moves into the affected area must make save or suffer the same effects as those that had been there within the area when the spell is cast. Outside the area, no longer entangled. If you have at least 5 feet of web between you and the opponent, it provides a cover so that you have -2 to attack. If there's at least 20 feet of web, it's complete total cover, -5. The web is flammable. A magic flaming sword can slash them as easily away as a hand brushes away cobwebs. Any fire set to the webs alight burn 5 feet square per round. All creatures within the flaming webs take 2d4 points of damage. So the big thing right now is dexterity DC 15, or excuse me, reflex save 15.
Yes. So everyone gets caught except for Selbrim. You see, the web basically explodes and fills up this whole room with strands.
Excuse me. Bless me.
That's funny if you really said that in game after you cast the web. Excuse me.
I was. It's like I just sneezed into the room.
So the rest of them look like they're just stuck in this web. And then the one Selbrim, which I'm gonna, because you know her name. You see that she's trying to move, you see that she's broken loose. So now everybody roll initiative. Oh, no. That was just one. Sorry. Everyone else is surprised, please.
Yeah. I got a question.
So I'm used to you guys doing one-hit wonders, I guess. Like you do one thing, you're like, all right, they're all taken care of. Like,
quick question. Are there for this ritual they're doing, are there magical components? Are there beakers and that kind of thing, or physical objects that matter?
ooh, yeah, because there is literally a lit brazier over here on that table. So Calder, roll a d20. Roll high, the luck is on your side. Roll low, the luck is against you.
10.
All right. So what do you want that to do? Do you want that to catch the web on fire?
It sounds like the fire will spread in like 5 feet per round.
Yes.
Yeah, let's set it on fire. It'll delay them long enough, and then at the end, it'll burn them a little bit. So that might be a good little secondary reaction to the spell.
All right. So it starts burning at that brazier. Okay. So yes, Danny, there is lots of stuff on all these tables. Obviously, there's a little fire that has now caught some of the webs on fire.
All right. Well, Hawk is going to start this by swooping over each table and knocking shit over.
It's a 20-foot sphere, so the whole room, top to bottom, is covered.
Yeah, that whole room is full of web.
Oh, he can't even. Okay, no, scratch that then. But can he get to? Can he and we get to? Why can't I see him on the map anymore?
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't see any of the people on my map. Is
I
it
don't
just because
either.
I'm not in the room yet? I still can't get in the room. I'm trying to go through that spot.
Okay, well, so I'll just move your guys' tokens. You guys tell me what you want to do. You guys,
Okay.
so it has line of sight, so you can only see what on your map you can only see what your token can see through the doorway.
Okay, so so the question I asked, though, the person who's free, who, first of all, some clarification. The person who's free is the owner of the establishment that we met
Not the owner, it's just the woman that you met to try to get the job.
to get the job.
You assume
But-
that the guy who has the iron balls as eyeballs.
But can we
this guy
get to
right
her? Can we get to her through the web since she's free, or is she
No,
still
like if you enter in the web, you are in the web, and you have to roll to save.
Can
You guys can
arrows go
fire-
through the web?
Yes, they
What's
can.
that?
Can arrows
just-
fly through the web?
She just has a little bit of cover.
They get a concealment bonus, but yes, you can fire spells, you can shoot stuff.
Okay, well, I guess Hawk will stay back for this round, and I will do an energy burst at that person.
Okay, at the person moving.
Yeah. Oh, right, and that's the one we looked up. That's 3d4 plus 3.
Yeah, if it hits.
And I'm going to do fire. Oh no, I don't have fire. I have earth and electricity. So I'll do electricity.
Okay.
All right. So
All
what do I do? I've never done this.
It's
Do I just roll my damage?
It should be.
Do I have to
under
roll
your
to hit?
action. So it's right there under your actions, like a normal weapon, energy burst. You just target them like we do in fantasy. Like
Yeah, I
Control
can't target
click.
though.
huh?
I can't target because I don't have their tokens on my map.
Yeah, the only tokens we're seeing are your tokens. On our fantasy grounds, there's nothing inside. It's all dark. There's no line of sight.
Wow, it's showing me on my side.
Yeah, on yours it looks great. But on our personal one, at least on mine, I don't see anything. I'm going by what you're doing.
I don't see anything either.
Yeah, I don't.
I do have a question. Since I have resist magic, it says an Archeon gets to roll a 2d20 and choose the highest roll on spell saves to throw off or resist a persistent magical effect.
Mike, that
So-
fixed it.
Is the web would be considered a persistent magical effect, or was that something that is not persistent because he let it loose and then he's not concentrating on it anymore or whatever?
Right. Yeah, it didn't affect you at the time of casting.
Well, no, I meant I didn't know if I could walk into it without it.
No. So if he cast a spell and used magic, at this point now it's literally webbing. It's like if a fireball lit things on fire, then you couldn't stop
But
it.
if he was actively doing something, I could walk in there and resist it. And
Well, no, you would just cancel his spell.
So if it makes any
Okay.
difference, this is a concentration spell.
it just says resist a persistent magical effect. So I thought I didn't. I
Right.
do have a disperse magic too, but the resist magic. But
Yeah,
this,
so
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a web now. So there's
Yeah,
no
yeah.
spell to resist. But also you might not strategically, he basically stopped everyone in their tracks. They can't cast spells, they can't do stuff. If you went in there and disabled the spell, then that would open up the whole room too.
I just didn't know if it would disable the spell just for me.
No, it
For
disables the
future
spell.
things, if it was an active thing that he was doing, if I could walk in there, walk through it or whatever, and it wouldn't affect me.
No, it literally stops magic.
So
Well, I just rolled a random for fun, but here's the actual roll. Just kidding.
No, you rolled a 1.
Oh no.
You know what?
Oh no.
Let's just go ahead and
And I'm
critical
out of
magic.
saga points.
All right, I just shared critical fumble chart with you, Danny. If you can click roll on the top there. Who knows what this could do? Oh,
Oh, dang.
you guess it worked. Nothing strange happens.
You guess it worked.
So you didn't fumble. At least nothing blew up, but your spell goes into the webbing and gets lost in the webs. All right, next two, Jax or Marna.
I can try to shoot an arrow from my crossbow in there.
Okay. Just be sure in the bottom left corner when you shoot it, add a -2 modifier because you guys are firing into cover.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. That's a damage. Shit.
Oh, there you go.
Oh.
That-
Shoot. So I would have gotten what? Oh my god, why is my brain breaking?
so that's 20. So you would have gotten an 18.
Yeah. What? It says +5 on it. Oh no, never mind. That's my morning star.
Okay, so that is they have only 13 AC, so you hit.
So does that mean I do 3 damage since I already rolled the damage?
Yes. So you do 3 damage and you're shooting at Selbrim. All right, there you go.
Who's no
And
longer
Jax,
healthy.
what would you like to do?
I guess I'm gonna try to attack Celebrim as well. -2 with my crossbow. That didn't do the -2, so 9.
No, it did. See
Oh,
right.
it did.
Yep.
Oh, I see it.
negative.
I see it. So 11.
All right, that misses. All right, now everyone roll initiative.
Initiative. Good lord. How do you improve your initiative in SagaBorn?
There is a talent that does it, and then also if you have legacy items, you can have legacy items that give you bonuses to initiative.
Okay.
All right. Marna with the big 17. Marna, you go up next.
I'm gonna attack with my crossbow again.
Okay.
And -2, you said still.
Yes. Yeah, because you're until
Right.
the web is gone.
1 this time. Oh. Saga point?
If you want.
I mean, I haven't used mine for today, so why not? Oh my god.
The die is unreadable.
I know, I did that on purpose. I wanted to be surprised. Well, sorry guys. I tried.
All right. So next up is Alaric.
Why'd you skip Hawk?
Well, because I always let the player go first, and then their animal companion goes second.
Oh, okay. But maybe I should have sent him in last round with the surprise one. Because worst case, he just gets slowed down, right?
No,
Worst
case,
case,
gets
he gets
immobilized.
stuck and can't move.
Does that make him
Like-
prone? Are they
That
prone?
means that someone could just walk up and slit its throat. Yes.
Yeah, I'm targeting the wrong person. Everybody else is prone. I was thinking I should go after the person not stuck. I was looking at
So
it backwards.
She's the only one that can do anything. The other three are completely like they can't do anything until they break free.
Right, I
She can fight
understand,
back.
but that which is why I thought go for the one who can do something.
That's who we're
Because
that's who we're attacking.
But because thinking we might be wasting an opportunity to go after the prone. Oh wait, but they'll still be prone maybe.
And
Yeah,
you
they
get to
can't
them.
do anything until they break free. She can cast spells.
And she's also
Okay,
moving at half speed too.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, I'll keep her targeted, and I am going to do my same thing again. The energy burst,
Okay.
electric.
That's a hit.
Oh wait, this should be 3d4 plus 3.
Right. So
I'll roll one more 1d4 for this one. You can do it manually, right?
Yep.
Did that work? It went off the thing.
No, but it has to go in the text channel.
There we go.
All right. So it's 3 plus
Wow,
1
almost
plus 4 plus 9 is 13.
And then I don't remember the electricity effect. I just chose that because I think it's cooler than Earth.
All right. Your energy burst hits her in the chest. Electrical courses through her body, and she falls limply into the webbing.
Ooh.
Excellent. Now you may go through and slit throats.
All right. So Hawk, do you want Hawk just stay out of the webbing right now?
Yeah, I don't want Hawk to be prone.
All right. So remind me again, Cole. They can't cast spells under web, in web.
If they're, it's their condition. They're considered immobilized. Let's see. If the fail saves, a creature is immobilized, can't move from its space, but can break loose by spending a full round action and making DC 12. It doesn't specify what immobilize is.
Oh.
But I've got SagaBorn up, so
We'll look at conditions real quick. Character or creature cannot move, but can perform any other action.
what does Entangled do?
Being entangled impedes movement, but does not entirely prevent it unless the bonds are anchored to a mobile object. An entangled creature moves at half speed, cannot run or charge, and takes -2 penalty on all attack rolls, and a -4 to dex.
So it sounds like if they save, we're better off because they have a penalty to attacks and dex, whereas immobilize is just they can't move. And that's a failed condition.
Well, I would say that immobilized would be that they can't attack because they're immobile.
So, okay.
So I guess meaning perform any other action. This is where we get into the group choice. I would say that if he's immobilized, he also can't cast the spell because he can't wiggle his fingers or do any of the stuff that takes to summon the energies. So he is going to try to break free, which is
Maybe that's what it means by can't move, cannot move at all. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's what I would vote with immobilized. If we're playing a long-term campaign, that would be our rule from now on. Can't do.
Yeah. So it's a DC 12 strength or a DC 18 reflex. Your choice.
Oh. DC 17 reflex. Venzel is stuck and cannot move. Colder, it is your turn.
Let me bring up there it is. So let me untarget her. Oh, she just vanished. Okay. So let me target this guy. So what are the bonuses to hit with magic? Because I've only got I see you had a +9 to hit, which is a lot better than I have. And I would like to mimic that. I know it's my intelligence bonus, and I also have +2. What's touch AC versus spells? It's a bonus I get for wilder levels.
Yeah, so that's against other people using touch spells against you. So
Touch me. Okay.
yeah. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'll show you. So anyone watching that's also setting up SagaBorn in here, we've got under items, magic abilities. So we drag wild magic over there. What is your damage on wild magic?
3d4 plus 4.
Okay.
But wait, I'm sorry.
So what we do is, because it's just the base, so we make sure that the stat is intelligence. So that gives you your +4 there. And then we drag dice over to do your D3. So now it's 3d4 plus 1. That's the right damage, right?
Correct. Yep.
And for wild magic attacks,
I thought you said +3 or 4.
Well, I don't know if it's different for you than me, but mine says 1d4 plus 1 points of damage and add additional d4 per 2 levels.
Yeah. So because wilders can charge their weapon with their wild magic, it doesn't do as much damage as the Luminar's ranged magic hit. Because basically a wilder can have like a staff or a sword that they can, as a free action, charge it with their wild magic. So if they hit, it's almost like a sneak attack.
Okay.
But therefore it doesn't do as much damage as the Luminars. Right. And so then we've got, just to make sure what's going on here, total. Oh, your base attack is 4. So there you go. Now your wild magic here is +8, and it's 3d4 plus 1. So when you want to attack it, see right here the hashtag ATT, you just target someone with control click, and you click that once, and it will roll it and add your bonus.
Well, that is... I may have grabbed the wrong thing. +12? So I rolled a 10. It should be +8. That's an 18 to hit.
Right.
What did I don't know why it says plus. Okay.
Let me see if that's. Yeah, I don't know why it added 12, but that is still, you're right. And who are you attacking?
This acolyte number 1.
Oh yeah, 18 is definitely enough to hit.
All right, so let's. How do you roll multiple dice at once? Is that a thing?
So because
if you right click on it.
Well, you don't have to roll the dice down below. So we'll just say 11, but actually under your action tab here, just double click damage. It will roll that dice for you and automatically add it to your target.
Actions. Oh, I see. I'm with you. And I know why I pulled the wrong attack. That's why I got +12. I don't know what I have +12 to hit with, but I see what you're saying. Okay. So 3d4, 11.
All right. Acolyte 1. And what is your energy type?
I'm going to go with electricity also.
All right. And did anyone see what the bonus is for electricity? Does it slow them? Oh, I think if they're wearing armor, it does extra damage.
I had it written down. And let's see. Electricity. Oh, wait. No, that's damages earth and water. I'll look it up and I'll let you know. You can go ahead.
Okay, so they took 11 points of damage, so they are badly hurt. Well, it might not matter because
I have it real quick. I'm sorry. Electricity, the spell. Wait, am I looking at the right thing?
Don't know.
I have no idea.
Elemental focus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it says the spellcaster imbues the wire with electricity from their body, causing their heart to skip beats.
Oh no, that's the flavor text.
Yeah, that's all it says here, though, on elemental.
No, it'd be down below under like the energy burst or
Let's see.
So just pulling it up real
Energy
quick.
burst. Yeah, no, energy burst doesn't say.
It does somewhere. I've seen it. I know exactly what you're talking about. I just don't remember where it is.
I got elemental. No, that doesn't help either.
Maybe it's under magic.
I was looking under the path. It might be under. Yeah.
If I could find an elemental spell. Elemental wall. It doesn't have it listed there either. Aha, here we go. On top of base damage, electricity does an extra 1d4 damage to anyone in heavy metal armor.
Which
hang
he's
on, before we
probably
closed it. Earth covers visible objects and creatures. Okay.
What are you looking at?
I just looked up the spell elemental touch, and then on top of the base, the
I see.
So basically, any elemental spell we get does this. In
Yes.
addition, if we...
Yeah.
Okay. So there's no point in us doing electricity. Well, I guess it's as good as anything.
Well, my other element is fire, and if I do that, it's going to burn the web away. That's why I'm going with electricity.
Right.
Fire causes flammable objects to catch fire and burn. So if I use fire,
but sorry, I just realized so wild magic doesn't have an elemental thing to it. Only Luminar's has
okay.
an
So mine
elemental
was just
choice. So
pure
yours is
magic
just straight
damage.
damage.
Okay.
All right, but they are hurt. So Jax, it is your turn.
So, question: if I use the ability Shield Bash or the talent, could I go through the web enough to where I can actually hit somebody with my melee weapon?
Well, let's make it fun. Yeah, let's say Shield Bash is a heroic action. So you're basically going to try to Shield Bash the web to coast through it, and it is a DC 12 strength check. So that's what it'd be, a strength heroic action basically for you to bust through it and make it to this apprentice. There will be a swath of no webbing behind you, but
I feel like the web's done its job, really. I mean, we've almost eliminated 2 people because they couldn't fight back or whatever. So if you guys, honestly, we can freely speak, right? I can drop this web if you guys want to charge in now. Is that what you want to do? So this is Colder actually talking to the rest of the party.
I would definitely do a lot more damage if we could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll also take more. We'll also start taking damage, which we haven't so far. But
yeah.
So just so you know, right now that one acolyte, right now the acolyte and the golem to move has to make the strength check, and they'd have to spend a full round to do it.
Yeah.
right.
Jax can make it to them with a heroic hit, so strategically holding it up for one more round is only going to maybe slow up Jax if Jax can't hit a DC 12 strength check.
I mean,
Which
we've been able to
I have
do
a
more
plus
damage.
5. Is it add a strength modifier?
Yeah, you'd roll a
Oh,
strength
I have a
check.
plus 5, so
Yeah, so I'd say leave it up.
I would say leave it.
Okay. Because they can't fight back. And once they break free, then, okay, just drop it and call it even.
I just need to be
However-
within mace distance.
I'll be
Are
right
they?
back.
Are they? Is the other person gone? Like a
The
Celebrant?
apprentice that you talked to, yes, has been taken out. This one
Okay.
and this one right here is badly hurt.
So I'm wondering if I should make it to the a golem. That dude's big.
So what's your movement? I think it's only 20, so you'd only be able to make it to this table.
Oh yeah.
So you'd be able to reach Venzel, but not the big golem guy.
And also something to take consideration: if they're beyond 20 feet of web, we have a -5 to hit them with range because they're completely concealed.
Well, then I'll hit the acolyte one. I'll try to attempt to.
I mean, Jax, you can make it through 2 Venzel if you like, and all of them for the melee attacks. If you get up close to them, since they are incapacitated, you can do a coup de grace, which is an automatic critical hit. If you can roll that strength and get to them, they can't defend themselves, and you can basically get an instant critical hit on any creature that you can reach, which would be acolyte or the other guy.
But thinking as my character, I think the person then that is like the non-golem person is probably the biggest threat in my character's like train of thought. So I'm gonna go for the acolyte, even though that they probably are, almost dead away.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to tunnel through the web with my shield raised.
All right, give me that strength check.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a 1.
Yeah, it stayed on 1 for a while there. So the dice in Fantasy Grounds are actually programmed to be physics oriented. So it does actually, like when you see it roll towards the 1, it is like sitting on that 1. So 18. So Jax, you go running and you jump up like you're pushing through the web. You slam down on top of the table with your shield and slide across. And you are right next to the acolyte.
That is good.
Oh no!
I'm gonna use a. I'm gonna use a.
Oh, wait! No. You don't have to use a saga point because they're incapacitated.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to roll.
Yeah. So even though everyone got to see your critical fumble face and everyone's enjoyment of
Charge through the webs and then drop your weapon.
Okay.
So just roll damage twice.
Oh wow!
All right. How do you want to do it?
I mean, I'm just gonna. They're like hanging there like this.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna do the good old uppercut to the face. Nice.
All right. And they do that thing where they like flip through the web and then just sort of stick upside down, hanging in the web, no longer moving. All right. This golem has to roll a 12.
Oh,
There you go. You see the golem is waking up and it's trying to move out of the webbing, but it just gets more caught in the web, so it is not moving this round.
I love that name. Golem of Felbert, the horse face.
the horse face.
All right, Marna, it is your turn.
Okay, so I have a strength bonus of 3, so I wonder if it would be worth it for me to try to charge through there with
All you have to do is hit 12.
Well, he's kind of cleared a path already a little bit, hadn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's cleared a path halfway, so you can run to right there, but then to get to anyone else, you're still going to have to push your way through.
Okay, I want to try to do that. So if I'm rolling a strength check, what do I click on the bonus box? Like double click on that?
The bonus that has the little dice. Anything that has the little dice symbol, which is that little thing in the corner, that means it's rollable on your character sheet.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
That's what you get for picking dice that you can't read.
I know. I thought it was just me because I'm colorblind, but that's just
no. Look, so there's a thing, just so you know, Matt, that whenever we play Drinking Dungeon, Laura will always pick the most illegible dice. We used to play live here. she would play with the 4mm dice.
Oh
So
god.
she would roll and then spend forever going like, "What did I roll?" And everyone had to be like leaning in on the table.
Look, I thought this would be great because I could be surprised by.
Well, you were surprised. So Marta goes running and then leaps past Jax and then
And
just
he's just like,
stuck in the web right over the guy who's being drained, and he like looks
oh
up at you and he's like, all right, Hawk and Alaric.
All right. I don't know why I didn't do this before. Wait, how many feet is each block?
5 feet.
5? Oh, so if shit, never mind. If I energy blast against the wall with a 15-foot radius, I'm going to hit Marna, right? I mean, what if I did it like over by the table?
yes, yeah,
It's
you can
still-
strategically center it wherever you want.
Yeah, but diagonal still, like, we don't really count the extra for, right? Like, if I go back, just picture back to that very back corner with a 15-foot radius.
So we'll just.
Yeah, that room's not very big.
No, see, look, if you do that very back corner,
Right.
it won't hit Marna, but it'll hit these two.
All right, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do this with Earth, because why not? And 4d4. And that's just
they
a straight 4d4.
Yeah, they both get a
Intelligence.
reflex save. Yeah.
That's good damage.
All right, so let's see. Venzel gets a reflex save. And how much mana did you spend on this?
Oh, I didn't know I had to do that. Hang on.
Oh, wait. No, this is Energy Blast, which is your.
Yeah,
ability.
I don't think there's a mana cost. I just get to do
Right.
it 3 times a day.
Yep, you can also do heal, 15-foot radius.
Hmm.
You choose what it is. Yeah, so there is no mana. So we'll say the save is 15, which is the default save. Wait.
No.
But is that once a day?
They're just rolling for half damage, though, right?
No,
Is-
it does not say that there is a save because it's an ability. So you just did that damage. Spells get a reflex save if it says, but abilities don't have saves. So you blew that up there. They both took 10 damage.
Is there an element involved?
And you did earth.
Yeah.
So
Which
they're,
doesn't.
they're,
I have electricity and earth. Neither of them seem to do anything that matters.
Yeah,
Dust
well,
and
if they're
hammer with
invisible,
the
you can see them.
Yeah.
Earth just
I don't
outlines
think
them.
there's.
in
I don't
dust.
think we
Yeah,
have to worry. I don't think there are any invisible people in here.
I hope not.
in the second alcove, you see the dust outlines an even larger golem. Surprise, motherfucker.
Felbert's
Oh man, I was
cousin
going to say
Dilbert
that
the
when I blew open the
Clydesdale.
door. I swear to you, that was my plan, and I forgot about it. I was going to run in and say, "Surprise, motherfucker!"
Yeah, it's always good telling people
Surprise,
what you were gonna do when you're clever. All right, so you did 10 damage to both of them, and they're covered in dust. Do you want Hawk to do anything?
Oh yeah. I mean, no, because there's still web.
Okay. Wenzel gets to spend his round seeing if he can break free. Strength 10, has to get a 12,
Oh,
roll to
shoot.
19.
Oh,
He is
no.
now free, but he had to use a full round action to get free. Calder, what would you like to do?
It is dismissing a spell an action or anything like that.
No.
Okay. I am going to move forward into. I'm using the tunnel that was dug out by Jax, and I'm doing that so there. I won't have a -5. I only have a -2 because of the webbing.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and do another wild magic at Vincel. You said that's under actions. 25. So 23
23.
to hit.
Yeah, it's weird that it didn't say. It should have said automatic hit. You've got him targeted, right?
No,
no,
I
you
don't.
didn't.
No, I didn't.
Okay, well, it hit. Now roll damage and you'll automatically add it.
All right. There we go.
Nice.
Damage
and
status is heavy.
What? Oh no, it's wild magic. So you don't get an elemental bonus. All right, so your bolt hits him in the shoulder, and you see like his greenish vein crisscross flesh peel open, and you see some of the bone underneath.
Oh.
That is disgusting. I pointed out to everyone.
It is your turn.
Is it still web between me and the little guy?
It is, yes.
I'm gonna try to attempt to do the same thing.
All right. Now he is free, so you won't get a free crit this time. So if you roll 1, you roll 1. But
Okay.
all right, strength check
we'll
first.
Hopefully we won't roll another one.
So he's still entangled, FYI.
Yes. Yeah, he is entangled.
Ooh.
So that means he is basically flat-footed. So he's going to lose his dex bonus. All right. So you see Jax just chugs through the web and lifts up your mace. And
yeah, so
roll
I'm
to
gonna
attack.
go here. And
Ooh.
oh, that hits.
Yeah.
Dying.
do they get any boner? Is there any kind of bonus for being? Did it already apply flat-footed or what? I don't know.
No, it just means that he loses his dex. So if you didn't roll well on the hit, but you rolled a 24, so dex or not, you're gonna hit him. I mean, you guys busted in and surprised him, so he didn't even have time to get like his Xavian's armor up or anything. So you hit him, and as you hit him, one of his iron-socketed eyeballs pops out, and you see that like
Ooh.
he has just carved out his own eyes and replaced them with these strange magical orbs. But he falls into the burning web next to him, no longer moving.
Oh yeah, how quickly did web grow or the flame grow?
1 5 foot space per round.
Yeah, so the flames are right at the edge of you right now.
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'll take care of it before it gets too close to you.
All right, and the Golem is going to try to get free.
Well, wait, can I
Frank.
do?
Haha, Gollum.
Of +4. Are you kidding me? This massive thing with +4 strength, and he just can't break out of the
He's
web.
just like,
I'm sorry. That's your big fun creature.
No, I love it. I mean, because he might have actually just killed you all. So be happy. All right, Marna, you're top of the round, hanging in the web above the guy.
so I need to try to roll to get out of the web.
It would be, yes, now you are stuck in the web, so you'd have to use a full round action to break out of it.
Okay.
Or if Colder dispels it now, you'll be able to move, but the creature will be no longer entangled. And as a free action, you can yell and tell anyone to do whatever you want. Whether they listen or not is up to them.
When can I, do I have to dispel it on my turn, or can I just dispel it?
No, at any time.
Anytime. Okay.
Yeah,
So
concentration is a reaction.
then I will. It's Marna's turn. So it's top of the round. This thing goes last. But right now it's immobilized, right? So how they'll get free critical hits on it
If they can get to it. Yes.
if they can get to it. But if I drop the web, he's just good to go.
Wait, I have
if
a question.
Drop the web, he's good to go, but then you guys get no negatives to coming at him. Yes. So
Right.
Is a golem a magical thing? Like, can I just like negate the golem's magic?
So Colder, I'll just say give me a knowledge check.
Arcana, or what kind of knowledge do you want?
Yeah, Arcana would definitely work.
All right. I have a lot of Arcana. Specialized. 21.
Okay, so even though I just recently changed golems so that way they can be hit with critical hits, they can't, like the idea of the coup de grace is basically you walk up and you know where to hit them.
Yeah.
That doesn't really work with golems because they're just you could rip off their arm and it wouldn't care. So you wouldn't be able to do a coup de grace and get the automatic critical on this guy.
So there's no tactical advantage to being immobilized on our side.
The only tactical advantage is if all of you guys
can range.
So that's my thing. Like, I figure if we wait until it may fail again, right?
Right, it could fail. So it's all up to you. You could basically hope that all of you guys can unleash and take them down, or that everyone struggles to try to get over. But right now, the main thing is Marna in the web will only be able to get out of the web, and that would be the only action that she can do.
Did you hear my question, Mike?
No. What
about
was it?
whether golems are magical? Is that how they're?
They are magic, but you only get your bonuses against magic users.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you had done, actually, you should have rolled double D20s against every single mage that you were firing at in here, if you fired any crossbow bolts.
Okay.
I think they were hits anyway.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really. So it's unfortunate that you're stuck, and that really sucks. But right now, as a party, it's our advantage to keep them immobilized as long as possible.
I mean, I can just try to get unstuck. I mean, I don't mind.
I think that's your only choice.
Yeah.
Or you can just hang out.
Oh my God.
Oh,
if I'm right next,
Marna looks back and says, "Guess I'll just hang out."
Yeah, I'm just like this. All right, I'm cool, guys.
I'm next to them and I have a tunnel, is there any kind of advantage there? I don't know.
No, there's no way you can tunnel between Marna, the guy strapped to the table, and the golem. If you want to make it over the golem, you just got to rush at the golem.
And also, don't forget that fire is going to hit you. I'm going to have to drop that, or else move away.
I'm moving away in my round. Don't worry, I'm going to kill the guy. Take care of it for y'all.
So that's where it'll be next round. All right. Hawk and Alaric.
I am going to energy burst.
All right. Here, I'm going to draw the tunnel.
Oh, okay. Oh, again, that should be 3d4 plus 3.
Yeah. I'll fix that real quick. But energy burst. All right, now it has 3, so we don't have to do this every time. So you got 10 plus 3, so 13 against him. And all right. So
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to send a hawk in, see what happens.
All right. So Hawk can come in. He can fly right up to Jax.
Yeah, but I'm saying send him in to attack. So he'll need to do a strength. Is that what he'd do, strength?
No,
That's kind of weird, though, isn't it? If he's trying to fly.
He would do reflex to see if he can break through it, if it affects him the first round. And then he can either use reflex or strength to try to get out.
Correct. And the DC for the initial reflex save is 15.
Never mind. He's
So, Alara, guys, so you look over at Hawk that's sitting on a crate and you nod your head in, and it's like, mm-mm. The Hawk shakes his head like, no, I'm not going in there.
Yeah, that's what happened.
All right. I'm assuming that the Hawk has the same personality as your wife. You go in there and take care of my light work? No, it's on you. All right, Colder, it's your turn.
I'm just gonna send out another wild magic blast and try to soften this guy up a little bit more. Hopefully, Jax can take him out. So that is a 20 minus 2, 18 to hit.
Let's see. He has no dex bonus. Doesn't have dex. 18 misses. It hits him, and the magic just absorbs into his skin.
Oh, I'm not dropping this web ever. Hey, you know what? You've dug a tunnel. The fire won't hit you. Right?
It won't next round.
Can move back, or if Jax wants to move towards Felbert.
I'm gonna attempt to tunnel again.
I'm saying right there.
Right here.
All right, give me that strength check.
Oh.
Hercules.
All right.
All right, target that guy and see if you can hit him with your mace.
So now any of us can reach him, but he's still stuck, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Marna's still stuck too.
So I can reach my hand over and my hand's free, but the rest of my body.
So basically, the whole area that caught on fire next round will be free of webs also, because it just burns them up.
Right, and it's not. Well, you tunneled through, so it cross over, so it will make its way over to Marna.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm only 3 feet tall.
Well, I'm concerned about setting this guy who's pinned to the ground have his vital essence sucked out on fire. I don't want to do that.
I mean, I had to really, over top of the table or under the table.
I'm pretty secure in the idea that this thing's going to break out this turn. I have it in my head. This massive creature is going to finally break.
I rolled a 11 plus 9, so 20.
So you rolled it. Hit roll damage.
If he does break free, just keep in mind to immediately drop this thing so we can all.
Yep.
Nope.
And it'll put the fire out too.
The mace hits him in the chest and it caves in
Oh my gosh.
and like all the stitching breaks, and like he's filled with like sawdust and spices and all sorts of stuff just pours out at your
Like
face, Jack.
Spices?
Yeah, that's how you make a
Like-
golem, right? You fill it with sawdust and spices,
Sugar and spice,
everything,
everything nice.
and
a little
everything
cumin
not
in there, some
nice.
coriander.
Coriander.
Well, this was an eventful
Man.
fight.
I feel
Had a
like
lot of
I feel like Mike probably set up a really difficult fight for us, and everything just went because none of us took any damage.
Never say that.
Actually, this is a very historical fight. This is the fight that, like, 7 years ago or 6 years ago in SagaBorn, that my main playtest group walked in. They opened up the door because they had a rogue. They saw this scene. The guy on the table, the golem, and the mage just said, F this, and cast fireball and killed everything. Person on the table, all of it. And everyone's like, oh, that's awesome. But then so that made me write the horror rules, which meant that if you killed innocent people, your character gained horror points, because you should not feel okay just going in and just burning up a whole room to
Random murder.
yeah.
Oh, I dropped the web.
Ugh.
So there was only one innocent person, right?
How does Marna land?
Give me a reflex save and I'll tell you.
Like
Oh,
chin, like on it's like
On your
knocks
neck.
out some teeth.
You keep changing the color.
No one can. I wish people could see that die. It's just blank white. All right, so rolled an 18. You fall down and you get tangled up in like some of the like blood tubes and stuff, but you stop just enough from ripping them loose and being covered in strange gore.
Ooh.
And now that the web is gone, you can see a much clearer view of the room.
I can't. Well, I can't over here.
What do you mean you can't?
It's not completely open on my map.
Yeah, part of the map is black.
Like the left side of the map
ours.
is completely obscured.
I mean, I can see it on the main screen though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, same.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on with ours.
There's something weird that because I disabled line of sight, so you guys should be able to see everything.
It's not even line of sight. It fades to black over on.
Yeah, it's not a hard line at all.
Well, there is lighting.
It might be
Maybe
the
it's
lighting,
the fire.
because it looks like the lighting actually off the fire.
Oh,
there we go.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh yeah, so it's literally there's just no light over in that area. So this is not a issue with technology. It's actually an issue that it's too technical, and none of you guys have a torch up.
Mm.
I have dark
I could
vision.
just do a thing like let's add a little torch over here.
Ah.
Hey,
All right. Is there any gold in this room?
Probably some
Laura, you're
silver
not
and-
your normal rogue. You're an old woman that cares about destroying magic.
and also apparently shovel face looking guys.
That too.
yeah.
yeah. Either way, we should look around to see what we can find.
But
I'm
I'm
gonna-
gonna go over to this guy who's
We
having
gotta-
blood sucked out.
Yeah,
of him
that's what
first.
I was gonna say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should worry about the
Life force.
suffering human.
It's like the dude from Princess Side when he's like on the rack.
Yeah,
He's like, "You just lost 5 years of life."
tell me and be honest. How do you feel? I don't think I have any healing capabilities at all.
I have a heal.
Can't heal with wild
so-
magic. Nope, that's damage only.
Heal.
Oh, I'm gonna drop the discordant shield just to let that be out there.
I'm gonna do a 1 mana heal on him, on this guy on the table. That's a 1d6 plus 3. I'll do more if he needs it. I just, in fact, I'll just go ahead and do a 3.
For pretty much any commenter. Yeah, so you do that, and he looks around, his eyes wide, and he's like, "What the hell is happening here?"
What's the last thing you remember?
I wasn't doing well at a game of cards, and then everything went black, and then next thing you know, I woke up and you were hanging over me in a spider web.
That's gonna be terrifying.
He looks around. There's a giant broken open sack of a man. A bunch of people, just knocked about the room. And he starts to look real worried. He's like, what is going on here?
Well, your life force was being sucked out of you for dark magics, my guy.
Just kind of nod. Yep. That's precisely what it was.
Do you feel like your life force has been sucked out?
Your life force is
feel
running out.
Awful and confused and sort of grossed out.
Is he bound? I'm going to start untying any kind of thing that's holding him down.
Yeah, well, I assume that you'd pull out the needles and stuff, all the IVs. When
all the things. We do all the things.
He's just sort of like, can I leave? How long have I been here? Oh man, I told my wife I was just going out for a drink at the pub.
How did you come to be gambling here?
Sorry,
they seem pretty strict about letting people in. So I'm just trying to. What I'm getting at is why you?
I just used to come here and spend a couple gold pieces or lose them. Really, are they? Do you see any pants anywhere?
How much of the 10-year war do you remember?
What?
The 10-year war. For 10 years? What?
I thought you said warranty, and I was like,
10-year warranty?
We're here to talk to you about your warranty.
Exactly. We will track you down, kill all the golems to give you your warranty.
I asked him, have you even been outside since the flood?
We're the last people on this earth. Good thing we were in this bunker down here.
There's nobody else. We thought we were alone.
This poor dude. You guys are with him.
Yeah, exactly.
This is exact. So Matt Colville always says, people think that they would enjoy adventurers coming in town, but they're like the biggest douchebags. They come in, they break everything, spend a little bit of gold and leave. So you guys, this is just a Tuesday for you. This guy is naked, was hooked up, losing his life force. You guys are making jokes.
Totally naked and afraid.
Are you sure you 100%
plays,
right? I'll take off my cloak and hand it to him. I mean, if he's naked. Is he naked?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll hand him my. Well, it's, 4 foot
Well,
cloak, but I'll hand him my cloak.
Now is time. While they're helping him, I'm gonna start looking around the room. I'm also gonna detect magic and detect hidden.
All right.
Just detect.
So the eye sockets, the metal things on Wenzel's face glow, and so does he has this weird valve that is attached into his rib cage above his heart, and that glows a bit as well. And there is also a pointing an arrow. That wall outlines as a door, and it also glows as magic. Ooh. Which
again, feeling a little tickling.
Yeah.
Knock is only that's a touch spell, right? I have to go up and actually do it.
I believe so. Yes. Nope. range 100
Any
feet.
ideas before I knock this secret door? Well, first of all, I'm gonna let the team know what
Did you hear what I said,
found.
Benny?
No, I
100
didn't.
foot range. 100-foot range on knock.
Oh, okay. So, all right, but before I do that, I'm gonna let everybody, in case anybody wants to carve out that guy's eyes, maybe put them on their own, or his heart. And I'm gonna tell them about the door, and ask them, what do you guys think? Unless you guys have any better ideas, I say we get back to the back corner of the room, and I blow that thing open.
Yeah, let's let this dude out of here. I give him the cloak and like, all right, freak, go home, get out of here.
Sure.
There's nothing left up there, though.
Looks like a secret door, like a.
Oh, is Baboon? Oh, it's dead. That's right. Never
It's
mind.
dead. Yeah. I'll stand right here and check out what's on the table while he opens the door.
All right. So we'll do. The door is exciting. So you cast knock, and the door bursts open, and an explosion of flame shoots out in front of it, about 15 feet, burning everything on the table over here that was already sort of charred. But when that is done, you see a single chest inside of that secret stash.
Payday.
On this far table over here, you guys see a few books. One tome called Of Spellwork and Meditation, Ancient Druid Circles, Rituals and Runes, and The Anatomy of the Body, Volume 2. There is also quite a bit of writing about and scribbling about constructing golems, and mentions of the ocular implants and how much they are worth, and also the heart valves that both him and his father had in their chest.
Can I quickly see what those do, or would that be a study thing?
It would be a study thing. Well,
okay.
You can tell from the quick notes that basically the ocular implants give you some benefits, but you must lose your own eyes, and they're made out of tritium so that way it doesn't affect magic. And it looks like he thought the heart valve, and he's writing something about as written in the Grim Mortis, or as the Grim Mortis says, that it can help extend life and mana through it by injecting liquid stolen from a living being into this heart valve. But it looks like he was trying to perfect that.
I look at the heart, and then I look at my companions, and then I look at the heart.
Should we maybe just destroy these things?
Real quick, how loud was that explosion that just set off the door?
So it would have sounded like a door bursting in, but it was not an explosion. It was like a burst of flames. So
okay, so it wasn't super loud.
Right.
Not worried about people 2 stories up here in that.
Yeah, probably not. No.
Okay. All right. I personally think we should just grab all this shit, open that chest, get what's in there, and get the hell out of here. Let's not hang out. Grab all these books, grab the eyeballs and the heart. What's in that chest? Grab a few.
Yeah, we can sort it all later.
Yeah,
Agreed.
Let's go somewhere secure.
But let's at least look in the chest and see what's it, because we don't want to carry the whole chest.
Oh, totally. Oh, Jax, you look pretty strong, my friend. You could, carry that thing out.
So you open up the chest, and it's not locked or anything. The secret door was what was supposed to block anybody. Here, I can actually just open up the whole room. Oh, I have 2 chests in the map. Excuse me for not being screen accurate. But in the chest, it is filled with gold, silver, and copper. There is a pouch of coins that are sort of a dull metal that's both light and looks tough, but it matches what the heart valve and the eye sockets are made out of.
Tritium.
Yes.
Tritium.
And then there is a book that looks like it's bound in a light leather, though it's stained with time, and it has brass corners on it and a few like glass gems inserted in with like diagrams going between it. And Marna, when you see this, it makes you angry and you just want to destroy it.
Oh.
The book?
The book.
So
A book on ravaging. Or something,
I guess
something like
I just like, maybe I'm gonna like grab it and throw it on the ground.
All right, and then I'm gonna grab
Start
it and throw it in the
stomping on
bag.
it.
Is it nobody else feels this way?
No, just Marna being an Archeon is.
I'm a druid and a luminar. This is a book. It goes in the bag, Marna.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to get it after I'm done stomping on it.
Jack, so while they're all digging in the chest and stuff, you're just sort of leaning up against the table, and then you look down, your elbows on a sheet of paper, and you sort of pull it out, and it's a contract with some assassins for killing Gregor.
Ooh.
That's literally the reason we came.
Oh yeah,
that. Yeah.
luckily
Nice,
it was
cool.
on this far table and not that table over there that was lit on fire twice.
Mike, I've got a quick question, and I forgot about it because it's a new concept for me. I saw Elric cast a spell that I don't have, but I have spell sight, and like when I see a spell, I can learn it, right?
Yes.
Does that mean I can learn that spell, or how does that work?
Yeah. So
Or could I just-
with spell? So there's a couple different things. Because you all are companions, if we were playing a long-term game, like basically you could almost use Alaric as a spell book and be like, hey, I'm going to forget this spell and I'm going to learn this spell that you know. And it's much easier to learn it. But spell sight is like if you came in and you'd allowed these guys to cast any spells and there were ones that you guys didn't know, you guys could have both rolled spell sight to try to learn those spells and add them to either your memory or your spell book.
Does that exceed the maximum number you normally have of prepared spells?
So that the benefit of being a Luminar is a Luminar can know all the spells.
Right.
And then they have access to all of them all the time with their mana. You have a spell memory, so you couldn't extend past your spell memory.
Okay.
But you could immediately forget a spell and learn that spell if you wanted to.
Okay. I understand. So if I wanted to, I could choose the spell he casts and swap it out for something I already had.
Yep.
Okay.
Now there's another thing too that is not in the.
But that would, I'm sorry, real quick. That would apply to any of my spells, right?
Right.
Like I can just teach you the spell.
But he only has a limited amount of spells that he can know.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying if he was going to swap one that he has for one that it could be any of my spells. It doesn't have to be the one that I just did.
So basically I could say, hey, could you cast that for me? I need to see that one more time so I can remember it.
Yeah, like during downtime, and you'd get a bonus because he's trying to teach you the spell. Now, the other thing is, and this is something that's definitely in longer term campaigns that we've started doing with the two longer ones I'm running, is there's strongholds and crafting. And then when you do that, that gets really interesting because you can spend downtime to actually put spells either on items or on as tattoos. And it costs an amount of money to do. It's like making a scroll, but like the one group that Laura's in, they give everyone their own heal spell tattooed on them. So that way, if it's in battle, they're off on their own. They could just heal themselves.
That's cool.
So it's item or tattoo magic as well. Or you can put, if you have the right equipment, you can make mana stones to give yourself a little bit extra mana. There's a lot of different crafting options that are, I try to make the system as easy as possible. So that way it's like, hey, I have a week of downtime. Here's what I can make. rogues can make poisons or potions and stuff like that.
Cool.
But so it's 9:17. So we started a little bit late. We're ending a little bit late. But you guys basically cleared out this area. If this is a longer term campaign, you guys could just say, hey, we're going to file and own this building. And then this could be your stronghold. And you could run a gambling hall if you wanted to. Or you could run out because you're like, this place is super gross. There's people with weird eyeball things.
No, I say we plan on it. But I'd like to give those guards a share of the money. We couldn't have done this we could have done it, but they helped.
You know, we should if we're going to give anybody money, we should go talk to the general, not the lackeys, and like, hey, we hit this place that you guys are taking. You know, here's your cut, Overlord. You know, crime boss, and you know, look for us if you need further jobs. Like, let's grease the wheels that matter instead of. I don't know. That would be my opinion.
You're talking about
you think a guy nicknamed Shovel doesn't matter?
Shovel.
You're talking about like Sons of Silence, like key or like the person that's like giving them the jobs, whatever that's called.
Well, he said he referenced the general, so it sounds like the leader of the Sons. So it sounds like there's somebody above these guys that. If we're going to give money to somebody, let's give it to the guy.
Yeah, but how do we find that person? I'd say we still go throw these guys a little bit of change, and then
say we want an audience.
Right.
All right.
So if you guys want to know a funny story about the Sons of Silence.
Yep.
When I was looking for a mercenary name, I grabbed a biker outlaw gang from the 60s. I was like, that sounds super cool. Drew a skull with no mouth. According to what I had read, they were just a small group in the 60s. And then just forgot about it until I was at a bar in Ohio. And 3 guys walked in with Sons of Silence jackets. And I almost walked up to them like, what's up, guys? Because it seemed so familiar to me.
Yeah.
And then I realized they all had the 2% patches or whatever. And I was like, oh, fuck. This is like the real deal. This isn't just my role-playing group. And how dumb would that have been if I would have gotten my face smashed in by going up pretending like I know these guys? Didn't know they were still around.
It'd have been a cool story once you were still alive and healed up.
Right. If I made that way up and greased the palms of their general and was like, hey, man, can I use you in my book? Don't kill me. All right. Well, cool. Well, thank you all for running More Than a Gamble. If you guys like this group and you like these characters, I do have a couple more adventures around this level that we could run in the future if you want, and we'll discuss it off camera. But for everyone else, thanks for watching. Let's run down and just everyone can sort of tell people where they can find everybody. I'm Mike. I wrote SagaBorn. I am a story guide for every game in the world, and that's my bio. Next up, someone else grab it.
Dane Collins. I write a little bit for SagaBorn. I also write books. I make music. Everything's available on creativegrimoire.com.
I'm Chris. You can find me another Chris Evans basically everywhere. I'm a kayak instructor in Chicago River. I like playing dice games.
I'm Matt. You can find me on backpationetwork.com. We got a couple of podcasts that are complete, and we're running one I do on Twitch on Monday nights, 9 p.m. And I, too, like playing games with dice.
I'm Laura. I don't know, make a lot of short films. I'm an actor here in Nashville. You can see some of my films on my YouTube channel or my Instagram channel. Yeah. And I also am going to promise to try to log in 30 minutes before this damn thing starts from now on. Maybe even an hour before,
Next time you'll know your computer a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see.
Dave, did you do the music that's playing on for today? Dane, did you do the music that's playing today?
Yeah.
It really is good. I mean,
Oh.
it's really, really good.
We've been off saying that, but thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple of songs that Mike uses on the that he sort of commissioned from me that he uses on the various SagaBorn things.
Yeah, well, I like it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks everyone for showing up, and thanks everyone for watching.